can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. This is not your run-of-the-mill regular season game. Instead, it is a top 10 clash, one team hoping to make a giant statement. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Martinez on the carry. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on 1st down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They give it to him again. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
And they're starting to bring some noise here on this early 3rd and 10. Looking to pass, it's Ward. Looking to scramble. Ball is free. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble. And sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and they were lucky that that ball went out of bounds.
Yeah, they sure were. These ball carriers have got to know that this defense, they play with so much aggression. They're always trying to get extra hats to the football. You have got to protect this thing at all costs. Lucky that ball rolled out of bounds.
On 4th down, going to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Still running at the 40. Running through contact. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it in their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game. You get himself established. You make a couple throws. You lead your offense down the field. You score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Brown. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. First down for this offense. Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Crosses the 30. Can anyone catch him? The 30. The 20. Past the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Fast motion from the offense. Wants to throw on first down. Moving away from pressure. Finds his man. It's Martinez. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Ward. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Really nice pressure by the defense, getting in there quickly, getting a hit on the quarterback, making the quarterback make a quick decision, and he makes the wrong decision. He throws into double coverage, but that's really because of the pressure in his face and the physical hit on his body.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Smashes through. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
It was a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've had at the position in recent years. Versatility at the running back position, being an every down back. And that's exactly what this guy embodies.
Gonna run it. It's Maffa. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it would be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the running back. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. They'll try to power their way ahead. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Now on the move. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Clemson will come to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Looking for a man. It's Ward. He'll pull it down and run. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised. And initially, he's flushed out of the pocket. Nothing's open. And he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job on the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's George. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding, I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They've got it inside the 40 and the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that third down and short.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Dropping back, it's Ward. Forced out of the pocket. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes!
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic, they got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The back goes in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Quarterback will keep it. Crosses the 35. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody open downfield, and he just decided to take off.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Clemson.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. Looking to move it through the air. Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They'll immediately call timeout. Now on 2nd down. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Looking for a man. It's Adams. It's complete to the right. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Maybe a little frustrated after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10 from the 38. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. And he missed it. No good. And here in the 2nd quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys. One more play before the teams head to the locker room. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. 2nd half, not too far away. The Canes will kick it away to start the 2nd half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game.
Running toward the tape. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Now from inside the red zone. They're trying to get to it. Got a man. It's Williams. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Trying to get the edge on the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Quarterback keeper. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And they've regained the lead. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. To the air, it's Ward. He finds his man. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. He'll ride his man on the option. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed into the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Well, no surprise. I mean, with the way they're running the ball early in this game, they're just going to keep doing it. They're just not hammering out 2, 3, 4-yard gains. They're gashing this defense. You saw it right there.
And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. On the option. He'll toss it. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. A 3rd and long coming up here. To the air, it's Ward. It's complete. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
the best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Clemson 17, Miami 14.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Pocket starts to collapse. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down.
Great job rallying the football by this defense. Third down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up fourth.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the ball is picked off. That can be a momentum changer after the interception. Runs it back to the 37. And they were most fortunate to catch up to him there. He almost turned that into a pick six.
Man, and he had a convoy, too. As soon as he had the ball, he just looked around him. There was just a lot of open green, and he took off. Great job by his teammates on defense, getting downfield and setting up some blocks.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll take it himself. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On third down, he drops to throw. That's reeled in. It's Williams. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Clemson.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
The defense, I think, was just more physical on that fourth down, guys. That was a designed quarterback run, and they're calling that because they're trying to get extra blockers at the point of attack and get a numbers advantage, but just the defense fighting off the blocks, being where they're supposed to be, and not letting the quarterback break free. You just can't do a better job than the defense did on that fourth down.
They're setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Motion from the offense. Back to throw, it's Ward. Complete downfield. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. And the Canes in the hurry-up.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw, trying to get to him. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got his man. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
When you play zone coverage, everybody drops back, everybody has eyes on the quarterback. You're not really looking at the wide receivers a lot of times, so they can slip in those little cracks, and the quarterback can really make precise throws. Great job, great play, great throw, great game.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Eighth play of the drive, and to keep this one going, they'll need to convert a 3rd and 5. Dropping back, it's Ward. They're working that left side. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these 3rd downs present themselves.
Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's right down the boulevard. And that will tie the game here in the final minute of play. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback. Save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Six-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. To throw, it's Klubnik. Steps away. It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are headed to overtime. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Quarterback keeps it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in the 4th quarter game.
Kept it on the ground on first down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable, flipping forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. First down.
The Tigers will have it 1st and 10. Little touch pass to the receiver. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Pickup of 1. It's down at the 11. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Quarterback checking off. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. He caught it. Touchdown, Clemson. And they score first here in overtime.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Man, you play the whole game. Now it's coming down to, what, a couple of plays. It's in overtime. You're starting to move the ball closer to the opponent's end zone. Got to make a play. Got to protect the football. What's your go-to play after watching this whole game develop?
Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense. And here on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. He wants to throw. Coming after it. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
Looking downfield, it's Ward. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they pick it off. You can't give it away in overtime. And the takeaway will put the finishing touches on this one. And, man, just a soul-crushing turnover by this offense here in overtime.
It's so tough throwing the ball down in this area of the field, right? The windows are so much smaller, and they open and they close so much quicker. You've got to be so precise with timing and accuracy if you're the quarterback. And that time, it came back to bite him. Just didn't execute well enough.